I completely and totally forgot to do videos this weekend because I've been busy forgetting to shave and drinking more tea. I've also been working on a rather large project with David Wong. It's for the John Dies at the End universe, and it was something I thought was going to take just a couple days, and evidently I underestimated by quite a bit. I will probably have 70, 80 hours into this thing by the time I'm done. I'd like to tell you what it is, but for right now, just in case anything goes wrong, I'm not going to. It should be out pretty soon, though. Once it's done, it'll be worth the wait. It's fun to work on, at least on my part. On my end, it's fun. So, but anyway, it's taken quite a while to get done. And then I've been I'm starting a new website. I would give you the URL for that now, but I don't want anybody going in there until it's up and running, because they put these placeholder pages instead of the URL, and I don't want people showing up to that. What they do is they give this fucking, I don't know, it's like an advertisement placeholder, so it's like a search engine slash like 5 or 6 different links scattered all over every place. I just don't want people going to that, before I get my actual website up. Booze-wise, I've been doing pretty good. I went through a pretty rough depression for about 2 or 3 days back to back, but pulled out of it. I had some pretty hardcore cravings on one day in particular, and then after that, I got through it and it was fine again. For the most part, I think I've only had 1 or 2 cravings since the booze got out of my system. I mean, 1 or 2 really bad cravings since it got out of my system. Other than that, I'm doing really well. I've had a back injury for about 2 weeks solid, and I'm just going back. I mean, I've worked like normal, but I've had to take off like half days here and there because I'll work 4 hours and then my back just gets to the point where I can't do anything with it. I can't lift my arms or anything. I spent this weekend trying to relax as much as possible. And then today, my back's doing a lot better, so I'm going to be going to work and working a full night tonight. Hopefully it'll be slow. It's supposed to start snowing here late evening, but truckers are clinically fucking retarded. So I do get people coming in there in the middle of rain or the middle of snow and paying anywhere from $38 at a minimum to $150 to wash their truck. For those who don't know, I'm a shift supervisor at a truck wash, so basically my job is what most 16-year-olds do. But I'm the shift supervisor, which means that sometimes I don't have to work in the bay as hard as everybody else because I'll be writing tickets, doing paperwork or whatever, fixing something broken in the workplace. But still, it's physical work. It's hard work. I mean, I was a roofer for a year or so, and this is actually physically harder than any roofing that I've ever done. So what I'm hoping tonight is that it gets slow, and then I don't have to put as much pressure on my back. I can take a nice relaxing night and have 1 additional day to kind of let this back cool down. Because if not, there's no way that I could beat Emily with a back like this. And you in order to give the beatings that I give, you really have to be 100% functional. Because if they're not, if by the time I'm done with my beating, my severe, relentless beating, if she is functional at all, it means that I was not functional in some way, and that way would be the back. So anyway, I'm almost back to normal now, and I'm doing pretty good on the booze thing. It was really nice to read that some of you are doing really, really well with the booze. I know some of you have gotten to that anger stage with quitting drinking. Saying things like, I'm sober, but I don't want to be. And in fact, I'd done that, like a week ago. But honestly, it is for the better. I mean, this doesn't last forever. The pain and the mental anguish and all that stuff. Once that booze gets out of your system, you're good. But unfortunately, that part of your brain that still wants the booze will fight to the last breath to stay in there. Will fight with everything it's got to make sure that you drink, and it's damn near a physical battle to get rid of that. We had mentioned on the boards that it's that craving and that voice in your head. It's almost like a physical entity in your head. It's almost like a form of schizophrenia. When you try to get rid of that, you constantly have this whispering in your head to go ahead and drink. It's almost like an actual audible voice that tells you to drink. It's really bizarre. And it's a form of mental illness. And in order to get rid of that, the only thing you can do is fight and fight and fight and fight some more and train yourself to not need that voice anymore, to not listen to it, to not even hear it. So good luck to the people who are still going through that. I know I do every once in a while. Not as bad as it was. So you can get at least some inspiration from this. I am in the mid-30s range on days that I haven't drank. I'll have to actually look it up after I'm done with this video, but I think it's somewhere between 35 and 37 days that I haven't drank. Eventually that voice does calm down a little bit. The cravings definitely calm down. Your irritability starts to go away. You start to feel like a normal human. Your mind starts working the way it's supposed to work. You start sleeping normal people hours. And a nice side effect, when you look in your wallet, there's stuff in it besides, the extra car key or your license and your social security card. There's money in there. It's nice to look at my bank account and see digits that don't start and end with 0. That don't start with a minus sign. It's a nice piece of paper with black lettering on it instead of red. So anyway, I want to get off here. It looks like I've spent about 7.5 minutes on this already, and I need to get ready for work and possibly shave if I quit being lazy. And I will see you guys next week.